All right, boys, we're back. Week 5 now for these here fucking NFL games. All right, my guys. Let's just get this shit. Get this shit rolling. First game. As always, we're on Playoff Predictors website via my phone. We start off with the AFC games, then the AFC versus Tennessee, then NFC. I don't know why they do it in that order, but fuck it. Kansas City and the Las Vegas Raiders. Vegas coming off a tough, hard-fought fight against the Bills. They did come up losing. Questionable calls. Yeah, I guess you can say I didn't see nothing too egregious myself, but I mean, if you look into it and here and there, I mean, it's I feel like penalties even out throughout the game, but Carr looked pretty good. Waller looked good. Agler looked good. They're getting the passing game working. Renfro obviously. They're improving that because Jacobs is the workhorse. You already know he's going to get touches here and there and everywhere. Defense needs to improve, obviously, for them to be uh, actual contenders in the NFL themselves. But Kansas City, another hard fought win against the Patriots, the Cam Newton-less Patriots. Um, I mean, we got the Chiefs, folks. I mean, I don't see them losing anytime soon here. Maybe they can get caught up against a hungry team like the Raiders, maybe in this matchup, but I just don't see it for right now. We got Denver, New England. I think Cam's gonna be back. They said as early as Thursday he'll be able to come back. Gilmore's out though with COVID, and he touched up on Mahomes, which everyone's shitting themselves about that. About Mahomes might get it, but I got New England, man. They looked good. At least the defense fought good against the Chiefs of all people, and could have won if they had a competent quarterback that game. So there's no reason why they should lose to Denver, who did beat the Jets. And as always, I think I'm 1 for 4 on my Thursday night picks. But yeah, that's just the one I'm gonna pick. I blinked out, people. I don't know what the fuck just happened there, but I got New England. Baltimore, Cincy got their first win against Jacksonville. They looked good, but Baltimore's running. All right, they're gonna be rolling now. They got their loss out the way. They're fixing some things. They're establishing the run again, as they should. Get the play action going. I think the defense will be just enough to stop Burrow and the boys. Hopefully Mixon continues this trail though that he's been going through, as I have him in 2 of my 3 leagues, so of course I'm gonna want him to do good. But for them themselves, they're gonna need him to do good, because you can't have your rookie QB throwing the ball 60 times a game and thinking you're gonna win. That's just not what's gonna happen. But I got Baltimore convincingly beating Cincinnati. I don't think it'll be too much of a blowout. I think since he might compete better than the Browns did week 1, maybe. But yeah, yeah. Houston and Jacksonville. Minshew looking like the Minshew I know. Just a backup. I mean, let's stop hyping this guy up to be this trendsetter and this immaculate quarterback. Like let's be real. He's all right. He's a good backup. Houston 0-4. Dear God. Uh, I predicted it though. I think we've picked them to lose every game, and they have so far. So far, and they have. But there's no way. You got rid of O'Brien finally. There's no way, right? You lose to Jacksonville, you're 0-5. I mean, that would be just insane. I can't see it happening, man. Deshaun's too talented. The team, they have too much good enough talent, to win games. And especially with Jacksonville, no, just stop. Chark had a good game, but I mean, he's one of their only real good players. Yeah, anyway, let's go to the next game. Next game, we have Buffalo and Tennessee. Now, Tennessee, I mean, are they even going to play this week because of the virus? and even more people got it. I think even more. So whenever this game happens, I got Buffalo. They're just rolling, man. They're 4-0. Josh Allen's looking like an MVP candidate, front runner, maybe him or Russell Wilson for me, man. It's them two and that's it for right now. But yeah, man, the defense solid. Maybe not as dominant or as consistent as they were last year, but they still have guys, Tre'Davious White, Hyde, working that defense. Edmonds, I guess, if you want, if you want to call them one of their better players. Oliver and Hughes on the line. Dear God, on it, in it, about it. They are a great team, and I think they're for real this year, guys. I really do. I think they can compete for the AFC Championship early in October. I know, guys. Hyperboles. But speaking of which, we got the 3-1 Browns. You know the world's coming to an end when there's a pandemic and the Browns are winning multiple games. Both teams 3-1. Colts have the number one defense statistically, so they've been very improved up there with Leonard and them boys. Xavier Rhodes having a good comeback year, as I felt like he was capable of doing. Cleveland, man, that running game is pretty unstoppable for right now. They got a great line. That Coughlin and Will's pickups were great for them. Defense, though, it's iffy. Very iffy. You can pass a lot on them. I don't know if Rivers and them are so pass happy, though. Because they've been working in Taylor recently more and more every game. This is a toss-up, but I can't believe my eyes. I'm going to have the Browns at 4-1. Hopefully I jinx them for that, just so we can be comfortable at the top of our division. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. So at least the Browns are good now, so where I can watch their games and at least be entertained by them and not just have them get blown out or, just so boring of a game. It's like 9-10. Like they used to be. Ugh. Just talking about them is making me fucking yawn. But yeah. They got the Cleveland Browns here. I got them at 4-1, folks. Going into week 6. AFC, NFC. Okay, Arizona and New York. The Jets are probably the worst team in the league by a lot. I mean, they just have nothing. I say this every week. There's no good playmakers. I mean, Crowder's a good slot guy. I like him. That's it. You got Frank Gore, who's 88 years old. I mean, God bless him, but come on now. just come on. Let's be real. And Kyler and the boys need to bounce back from losing 2 straight. So this is the perfect team to do it against. Yeah. My Steelers and Philly were off a bye because of Titans and the whole state getting corona. Yawning again. Just how dare they? Philly with an impressive win over San Fran. And when I mean impressive, I mean just barely beating backups. But I think I got my Steelers here. I told you guys, trust me, I'm not gonna have us undefeated. I'm not that type of fan. I'm just saying matchup wise, Eagles have a terrible line, no receivers. We're great at blitzing and our corners. I mean, if they can't cover Greg Ward and these motherfuckers, Hightower, like, there's a problem. But on paper, we should blow these fuckers out. But we play down to competition a lot, so it'll probably be at the most 14 points, at the least a field goal. I mean, that's just how we play. But I got us winning this one. Miami and San Fran. San Fran, like I said, losing to the 49ers. Dolphins, a tough-fought loss against the Seahawks. So, guys, I believe it or not, I'm going to have Miami. I don't know if this would even be an upset because I have fifth-string QBs now. Mullins got benched for Beathard, so we don't know what's happening there. Yes, Kittle and Deebo Samuel came back, but obviously if you don't have a quarterback worth a shit to throw it to him, it's not going to work. The running game hasn't been that explosive the past couple weeks. Our or at least when they play some competent of a defense, because the Giants and Jets, I mean, me, you, and your mailman could run on them, either team. But yeah, I got Miami on the upset, I guess. That's what we're going to call it. Chargers and Saints. This is going to be an interesting game as well. Drew looking all right, I guess, against Detroit, leading them to the comeback. I guess. I mean, they were up just by the first quarter, and Detroit slipped that away from them in like the second quarter. But and then Herbert looking great against Tampa Bay, minus that last minute pick. But I mean, we're not. You're gonna blame the whole game them losing on that one pick when their defense couldn't stop an 85-year-old man from throwing 5-yard slant passes. I mean, it's gonna be more of the same this week, really. I mean, that's what they're gonna do. I don't think Michael Thomas is back. New Orleans has been sneaking by though, with the wins, and then even if they lose, they're competitive. LA, the defense, I don't know. I really want to pick the Chargers here. I really do, but I just think New Orleans is going to lose this game. Fuck it. Let me run with Herbert. I have another upset back-to-back. Let me quit being too conservative on these picks, guys. It's my fucking podcast. And none of this really means anything, you know. That's the Monday night game, by the way. So if Herbert could get his first Monday night win against Drew Brees, nonsense would ensue. Okay, Tampa Bay and Chicago. This is the Thursday night game, folks. Brady's on fire. Like I said, the dink and dunks. It's working magic. It's working wonders. Defense. I mean, Herbert pooped on him, but they do enough to win you games, I feel like. Who doesn't do that is the Bears' offense. I mean, what the fuck were we doing? Big Dick Nick came from shredding the Falcons' defense, which of course anyone can, to barely able to do anything of incompetence against the Colts defense. Now, granted, the Colts defense is 88 times better than the Falcons defense, but this is going to be an interesting game. I don't think I could pick Chicago, even though I want them to, because it'd be funny to see Nick Foles beat Brady again, but I just think the Buccaneers are gelling. They're clicking, if you will, with the cliches. And they're going to find a way to get a W here. ATL and Carolina, dear God, ATL. Atlanta's 0-4, but I told you guys, I will continue to pick the Falcons until they win a game. This is a game that they should win. I mean, right? They looked lackadaisical, I guess is the word to say, against the Packers. The fucking Panthers, I already forgot who they played last week, if that tells you anything. Should I scroll down and see? It might have been the Giants, because they won. That was the Cardinals, no shit. Yeah, Teddy was looking all right. I do remember. Yeah. He had the rushing touchdown. Teddy was respectable. But yeah, fucking Robbie Anderson over 100 yards receiving too in that game. So I mean, if they can, they'll definitely be able to score against Atlanta. Even with Davis coming in, I don't see that as a problem, but I feel like Atlanta can finally sneak out a win against a Panthers defense who's young and inexperienced. And like I just told you guys, I'm just going to pick them until they win a fucking game, because it's absurd how they're 0-4. Absurd. Rams, Washington. I'm already going to put Rams to win, because they're, like I said, they're going to be competing. They're the ones who beat the Giants. The Giants did fight pretty good against them. It might have been their best defensive game of the year, but their offense is just, dear God, with Danny Derp, who we see against the next game we'll talk about. But Washington benched Dwayne Haskins for Kyle Allen. I don't see that as an improvement. Um, it's just it's just a change of scenery and just to see what happens. I feel like, but I don't think he's gonna move the needle any more than Haskins. I think fucking Alex Smith on one leg is better than both of them combined at this point. But it's I'm not trying to see Alex Smith die on national TV. So his fucking leg is still like contorted. You can see it's gross still. But yeah, that Washington has nothing much going for them but McLaurin and Antonio Gibson and the defense. You know, if Young can get healthier. But LA, man, I think they can do enough on both sides of the ball. They're a pretty balanced team. They are a sleeper team, I feel like, of this year that they could maybe go far, maybe. But I got them win this game. Giants, Dallas. I got Dallas. Come on. You guys have to win this game. If they lose this game, I will cry. It'd be so hilarious. Now, Jason Garrett's coming back, so games like this, you wish Barkley was healthy so Garrett could have all of his pieces to, he's saving some shit for Dallas for this game. He's had circled ever since he got fired. Or ever since the Giants hired him, I guess. But yeah, man, the Giants are just pitiful. I mean, they fight hard, they compete. They're on the other spectrum of the Jets, where at least they're trying to win games, you know. But Dallas, I mean, they got to get it together, and I think this is the perfect game to get it together. At least offensively, they're gonna score. They can score 40 on damn near anyone. Their defense is shit, but the Giants' offense is, I mean, they're better than the Cowboys' defense, but not by much. So I feel like this is a game where you can get a couple stops at least. I remember punting the ball. That was a thing. But, yeah, I'm picking Dallas, unfortunately, to win this game. And then our last game, folks, I don't think this is Sunday night. This might just be a random game, as the Packers and Lions are on their bye weeks, folks, for this week. We got the Seahawks and the Vikings. Vikings finally snuck in and got a win against the Texans. I mean, anyone can at this point. Cousins is not blowing anyone away this year. Dalvin Cook is, though. He had a monster game, which seems to be their formula of success. Now, I feel like they could have run the ball against the Seahawks front, who doesn't have that much of an impact, let's be real, outside of Wagner. But Wilson is just Wilson. I could see them losing this game, but I will not pick them to lose this game. Just because I feel like they have it more figured out right now at this point in the season than the Vikings do. I got the Minnesota Vikings losing to the Seahawks, folks. This has been Week 5 predictions. What's your boy, King Kaleb?